Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Today's video I'm going to be looking at a really close and intense game against Qlash again. So recently we just played in I think it was a €200 tournament which was hosted by Zero Zone. So we got to the final against Qlash, beating Zero Zone and Code Magic Black on our way to the final. So yeah, let's jump into the games against Qlash. Okay guys, jumping into the first game. So to note, the bans were Tara, Jackie and Mr. P, I think it was. Yeah, Mr. P. So both teams opting for the Bow and Jean combination. So a lot of the time you're going to be seeing this combination anyway. Bow's creeping his way up in the meta, especially on double swoosh. But for some reason they went Rico. I have no idea why we went Rico. I reckon they probably thought we were going to go a tank or something. So I pull gear, which is a good pull, but then Chaos pulls me. I struggled pressing my gadgets in this gameplay. I remember me getting really frustrated when I was trying to use my gadget to push him away and heal up. But Rico going a bit too aggro. I know Jean's got pull, but I'm pretty close to pull as well, I believe, at this stage. So good minds from Guille. I'm just trying to get Chaos down. That's a good pull by Chaos. So Rico, not really the best pick at all. He's kind of struggling to really make any impact on the game. So now I have pull. I know that Jean's got pull, but for some reason I didn't use a knockback again. I would have stayed alive again if it would have just used that gadget. So definitely an error on my part, but there's some good shots from Semantic to take out Guille. So Munez has super, but to no prevail. And I know Jean's got pull again. He pulls me again, so he's pulled me 3 times now, but I finally remembered to get the gadget off, and then I just missed Rico. So it's just probably my fault not getting my gadgets off quick enough really, but now we do have control. We have, well, Rico's got all the gems, so that's a really bad position really, because Rico can't go aggro now, he has to stay back. So now I'm just trying to build up my super again. Semantic has 6 gems, but it's got to be careful of that Chaos with pull. Just working our way up to super again, try not to get pulled. Jean just misses super there, that was unfortunate. I just literally missed Jean pull there. So both Jeans not without a pull, and Rico nearly gets me there, which is quite lucky there. And we managed to get the gems in the end. And at this point we didn't actually know whether they could get the, stop the countdown in the mid. So we kind of came back just thinking that it would be okay. But in the end, let's see it here. I didn't actually see it, but I think it was pretty close. Yeah, they just literally got it on the timer. But now I've got pull anyway. Chaos pulls Tom with super, which in my opinion is not a good move whatsoever. The way they should have done that is definitely pulled and super with Rico at the same time. But because Tom has hype, it's going to be healing him whilst he's next to all of the enemies. So it's going to be healing quicker than they can do damage. But Chaos gets a pull on me, but it's going to be no use really. Tom's got all the gems, so that's a good win from us. Let's move on to the next game. Okay guys, jumping on to the next game. So they've opted for the Pam instead of Rico, which is fair enough for them, but we've stuck with Ems just because Ems is so broken right now. They probably went Pam to try and maybe counter the Jean a little bit and the Ems a little bit, but in my opinion I don't think it's going to work too well. So I know they're just building up super, so I'm just going to help Tom. So I'm just going to build my super up faster than their Jean. Now I pull Munez, so he doesn't have that wall anymore. So I don't know if that was a good thing or bad thing. I'm not too sure on that, but I still managed to get the killer anyway. So good minds from Guille to break my mid walls. So now Semantic's job now is to do the exact same with them to break their walls. He does throw it over there, but then again he breaks it up so we can just get an easy line of sight of Pam. So I've decided to go versus the Pam now, just because it's a bit easier for Semantic to go mid. I'm going to just be trying to sneak up. That's a good aggro turret by Munez. He can just, well, the turret can just tank for him there, so that's pretty well played. And then I miss pull there, probably just wasting my pulls a little bit too much. I tend to find that I do that quite a lot nowadays. I'm a bit trigger happy with my Jean pulls. I need to just keep them and use them for presence really. But now they only need 2 gems. Chaos eyeing up the pull on Tom. But we do have quite a lot of control. I know Chaos has got pull, so just trying to bait that out really. Let's see what happens here. Semantic got mines, that's really clutch to be honest. And now Semantic's going to help me take down that turret, so that's really nice. I think I pull Pam here. No, I don't actually. Yeah, I pull Pam here, so we get a takedown on Pam, and now we can push up. So Jean misses pull, so that's really clutch. But then they destroyed our little bow totem. So now it's quite hectic. I'm pretty close to super here, I believe. Yeah, I've got super, and I get a really clutch pull on Chaos there. I knew exactly which way it was going, so that was really clutch in the end. And now Tom just going ham against Gie, and there's just no way we're going to be coming back from this. So it's a really good gene pull in the end, clutching that up. So we win this gem grab set. Let's move on to the next set. Okay guys, jumping on to the next game. So it's going to be penalty kick. So we thought they were going to go Frank, so we opted with Vegeta and Daryl, but Nita pretty much hard counters Daryl. So a bit of a rough matchup, and Barley does counter M's as well, so we have really got a hard matchup here. So now I thought I could have killed Munez if I healed her up. That was pretty bad from me, but from here they shouldn't really get a goal, but I believe they just managed to get one anyway. Yeah, they just managed to squeeze that in. So it's a good start from them, to be honest, and a really rough start from us. So now I believe I'm just trying to go aggro, trying to get one of them down. That's a good kill on Gie, and just manage him to kill him. Now that's a good roll from Semantic. So now we do have pressure. I believe I am a few shots away from super again. That's a good roll from Semantic again. So I do have a roll, and I believe we don't actually score this somehow. I didn't have a shot left, which is really annoying because I pulled him towards me, and I was screaming in voice chat because I was trying to shoot it by him, but I just didn't have a shot ready. So now they have Bear and Paul. They're in a really good position here. We should have definitely scored there, so that would have made it 1-1. So it's kind of unfortunate there. So now the Bear is pushing Tom, trying to get up, but Barley's super is just going to absolutely wreck us on this map, especially. Just constantly flushing us out and getting the and just getting his chip down constantly. So I do pull gear there, so that was kind of clutch. And then Tom Tom actually trick shots that into his own net, so that was quite funny. I believe we probably could have killed them all there if Tom just kicks it away and used a super, but pretty unfortunate anyway. Let's move on to the next game. Okay, moving on to the next game. So we switched out the Daryl for a Frank. So normally the best choice on this map is probably like Gene or Max, and then definitely Frank and Barley. So they've opted with Nita. I don't really see too much Nita about, so really I don't think Nita's the best choices. I know she's got a really good gadget, but me and Frank can just cancel that gadget every single time. So I believe we have got the better comp in this situation. So now Tom flushing them out really well. I'm trying to push up, and now Gia has super, so that's a good pull by Munez there to gain a bit of control, and I believe I am pretty close to pull again. So just trying to build that up really. So now Barley has position on us again. So Nita has got Bear, but I mean Semantic uses his gadget really well, but it's just going to get pulled again. Genie combining with that Nita really well to take out Frank, and I'll try and get a clutch pull here. I do manage to get him, but he just sneaks it in anyway, so a wasted pull, which is really frustrating. I probably should have just accepted that we were going to score there. So now I have to build up my super all over again. So Semantic with a, well, what would have been a good super, but a good cancellation from Munez. So now trying to push up the map, and Semantic getting pulled again. So I didn't actually see how many times he got pulled, so that was really well played from Munez, constantly pulling him into Nita, working together to get the Frank down. So well played on their part, to be fair. So now we are down by 1, but we've still got a lot of time. So just going to work up the map. We've got a lot of pressure with Semantic, so I'm just going to pull this Nita in here. So we managed to take her out. We have got super, but Munez again actually no, he didn't cancel it in time. He nearly cancelled it. So now there's basically no way we're going to be able to stop this. So that's really well played from us. It's all about getting that gene pull and then capitalising on the 3v2. So now we've all got super, so we're in a really good spot here. So Gene did pull me there, I completely forgot about that. So that was a really good pull from Gene. Then instead there, Semantic should have just gone for the Nita because Nita was in range. Then Gene pulls again, so really well played from that Gene. But it wouldn't have happened anyway if I didn't get pulled. So now I pull the Nita, get a good kill on Nita, get another good kill on Munez, I mean. And so now we're in a really good position, 3v1. So I don't think there's any way we should really be losing this. We're in the best position. Tom somehow goes down. Semantic really close to killing that Nita and just misses the Nita. So now it's a 2v1 in this situation. They both have super, so a pretty bad situation to be in. And that Nita Bear is going to waste our ammo basically trying to defeat that. So now Gina has got pull. I probably went a bit too aggro. I should have kept my distance, but I thought I could have auto aimed faster than me. Now Jean gets a nice pull, and that's just going to be an easy goal for them. So a bit frustrating. We probably should have won that game, but nonetheless they did play well with the Jean pulls and Anita. And yeah, let's move on to the next game. Okay guys, jumping on to the next set, which is going to be Layer Cake. So I really like Layer Cake. Personally, I believe I'm a really good piper on this map, so I do enjoy playing it. So yeah, just get the first hit on me. And it's worth noting that we did draw the first game, so we just replayed it. So Gia gets the first snipe, but I just told Tom to keep spamming at mid because I know we can get that. We'll keep him away from mid start. So now I do get taken out, probably a bit too aggro there, and then Samantha gets taken down as well. So that's probably my bad. I mean, we got triple kill there, which is really annoying. I should have just got that mid star and just run back. Instead, I just pushed up. But yeah, it's one thing to note anyway. I'll learn that for next time. So now they have got really good positioning. They broke all of my walls and grass. So normally in this situation, Guille should be absolutely dominating me. But that's a really good kill from Tom to push him back. I get sniped again, but it's all about trying to push up and destroy their grass as well. Because whilst Guille's in there, he's just going to get the better of me all the time, which is super frustrating. But now we actually get a bit of positioning. I try and pinch this Brock, I believe. That's a good Brock super from Muniz, and somehow the last rocket kills Semantic there, which is pretty unlucky. So now Muniz goes a bit aggro. So at the moment, we know we've got a lot of time remaining, so we don't need to panic. A nice snipe on Guille, and Semantic gets them in the end. So another good super from Muniz, and at the moment we're only 1 star down, so we've got a lot of time. This map is all about patience really, because it's so easy to get people back. So I catch out Guille there, knowing that I could get him in time. So at the moment, 11 seconds left, we just need to fall back. There's no reason to go forward, but I believe, I didn't actually see this in the game, but Semantic gets caught out going a bit too aggro there. Probably should just came back, because as I said before, there was just no way on earth it was even going to catch up to us in that situation. But that was pretty unfortunate really. We did deserve to win that. But let's move on to the next game. Okay guys, jumping on to the next game. So we're currently 1-0 down in this set, and the set score overall is 1-1, so still in a decent position. I mean, that's a pretty frustrating loss. We definitely should have won that one, but nonetheless, I'm still just trying to keep my head focused and try and win this here. So now Guille does get a good start on me. I forgot how that actually unfolded, but I probably just went a bit too aggressively. So Guille is 1 shot. I'm going to be pushing up. I believe I do get Muniz there. Yeah, so Muniz did play really aggro there, and I got a good double snipe. So redeeming myself really quickly there amongst all the frustration. So now I believe I am like 1 shot to super. So my goal is here is to break up their mid faster than they can break up our mid. Just because, as I said before, you can just keep in that grass as a piper, and the enemy piper is just not going to have a clue where you are, and you can basically, with the ambush, just completely wreck the enemy piper. So now just trying to be a bit unorthodox, sorry, and trying to sneak in that grass. But now Guille gets a nice shot, so I've got to fall back, and Muniz gets some nice shots. I get really close to taking him out there. I hit the wall there. I don't know what I was doing there. I was trying to get a peak shot, but I do clip Guille anyway. So Semantic probably should have healed up before going there, but he does get caught out. He probably just pushed forward a little bit too early there. Just getting caught out again, but I nearly catch a snipe on Muniz. We nearly get a nice pinch on him. So we still got all the time in the world really. 30 seconds on this map is literally nothing. We've got all the time. And then Muniz clutch jumps there. I nearly got a snipe on him. And then again, Smiter walks back into that. I didn't actually see it. I knew he got killed by it, but he just unfortunately walked back into it. I do manage to take out a tick. So 10 seconds left. We've still got a lot of time. So try not to panic here. I do get caught out by Guille there to get a quick snipe, and then Brock does jump over. So they managed to win that one. Again, very unfortunate. Just little small margins costing us there. Which is super frustrating because I know we can't be winning these games, but nonetheless, let's move on to the next set. Okay guys, jumping on to the next set, so it's going to be Hot Potato Heist. So we have opted for this comp. They've gone for a Rico on the lane, which is pretty clever to be honest. Just because Rico's going to be beating Max with them walls really easily. So Munez getting some nice shots on me. Chaos can push forward so easily, just obviously he's got the wall advantage. Semantic nearly takes him out there, but Chaos is just an absolutely insane Rico. So it's going to be really hard to win that lane unless I break up the walls. Munez catches me out, but Semantic doing a good job to keep him pushed back. So Munez does actually, I didn't actually see that, but he does get a really nice super on Tom. Then I try and retaliate and get it on Guille, but completely miss my super. So in reality, I should have just broke that left wall where Rico is now, and then Semantic would have had a much easier lane. But unfortunately, I tried to kill Guille and get my super back, but completely waste it. So now I'm just trying to build up super again because Semantic's not having a lot of joy down that side. Chaos can just literally sit there and get us the whole time. So that's a good retaliation super from Munez, but now Semantic is going ham on the safe. Well, not ham, really did about 10%, but doing a bit of damage, chipping it down. So then Tom goes down there, and now I believe I'm like one shot from super. So just trying to get that last shot to break it down. So now Munez staying in the grass. He should have definitely killed me there. So I don't really know what he was doing. And then I break up that wall, basically making it so Semantic can push up now. So now we do have a bit of control. We can push forward a bit here. So I'm going a bit aggro. I don't know why I jumped there, to be honest. That was a bit dumb from me. I should have just waited it because I don't think he knew I was coming up on him. I probably should have just auto-aimed him down and then kept control. So a bit too aggro for myself there, but we have got a lot of time on our hands. So they opted to try and keep that mid control just because they have the lead, but it didn't work out in their favour. They should have probably got a lot more damage on than they did. So now just trying to take a lot of pop shots on the safe. Brock with Incendiary on the safe is going to absolutely melt it down. So now just being a bit sneaky in this grass, getting a few good shots on Chaos with my super, and now just chipping down this safe. So at the minute it's basically impossible for them to win. So it's a really good comeback from us, to be honest, keeping our cool even when things weren't going our way. So yeah, a good win from us. Let's move on to the next game. Okay, next game, so they have gone with the Penny. I don't think Penny was the best choice, as you'll see in this game, but nonetheless it was still probably decent. They probably tried to get against that Max and thought that Penny would be decent, but with Max's dash, she is immune whilst she dashes, so you can just basically tank a full shot and get that match really easy. So Semantic's going absolutely hamming. I didn't realise how much work he was doing against that Penny at the start, so absolutely bossing his lane at the moment. So now we have a lot of control. Guille is winning his lane now, so that's a good comeback from Tom to kill him there. So now I definitely went a little bit too aggro again there. I keep noticing that with my Brock on this map, just probably being a little bit too aggro. I just need to sit back a little bit more. That's a really good shot. I kill Munez and hit the turret, so that turret's going to go down now. So now I'm a bit stuck trying to see what to do with his super, but I believe I just break this anyway just to give us a bit more control. So at the minute, again, being a bit too aggressive, and then Munez gets a nice shot on me. So in that point in time, looking back, I probably should have just run back and kept control instead of just dying, but nonetheless they didn't get any damage anyway, so it didn't matter too much in hindsight. And now they're doubling it up on this lane, trying to keep control. So Guille again, super in the safe. So Guille's doing a really good job on that side of keeping Tom pushed back. So at the moment I'm trying to get Guille down, and then super, that was a waste of a super. I don't know why I did that. I thought I could kill him, but we have got control again, so we should be making good use to this. I do kill Munez now, and then I'm pretty low. Semantic's low. Semantic gets hit, and then I get hit, which I think might be the turning point because I was healing it up, and then I do go a bit aggro here and don't get the kill on Guille, and then I walk straight back into the turret. So that could have been the turning point because it stopped me from healing, and I could have pushed up and gave it a lot of pressure. But anyway, so they're going absolute hammer on the safe. We do actually manage to keep it, so we don't go down there. So now we've got 15 seconds. We actually can clutch this easily. We can do a lot of damage with Barley and Brock. So dodging a couple of shots, just trying to get as many shots on the safe as possible. So now Munez jumping in. I still get another shot on the safe. and then it's a good kill from Semantic, but I believe he should have just gone for the safe instead there, but that was really close anyway. I'm not 100% sure whether he could have just gone for the safe or go for the kill on the Brock, but very close games anyway. It probably a 50-50 decision, it just didn't go our way. And let's jump on to the next game. Okay, jumping on to the next game. So they've opted for Nita, which is another strange pick really, because Barley, if Barley was to go against Nita, Barley would absolutely wreck Nita. And then Max not even the worst against Nita, but obviously they went Nita to counter that Max, I believe. So at the moment, Munez playing that really well, just sneaking in that grass. I remember calling that out to Tom that he's actually in that grass, but he still manages to sneak through. And then I'm trying to retaliate, going aggro against Guille, but Guille playing really well, keeping all of his ammo preserved and then getting me down. So they've only done 9% at the moment, nothing to worry about. We just need to gain control back. So trying to build up my super again so I can break up Semantic's side. Chaos just doing a good job of keeping control and not chipping and not feeding the Max. So I'm just going to break up this left, I believe. Yeah, so just breaking up this left so Semantic has a free lane basically. So Chaos literally just surviving, and then I remember me just getting really frustrated, probably playing a little too aggro again. Just I need to keep my cool a bit, just play a bit more passively, because most of the time when I play passively as Brock, I can win mid quite easily. And then again, just going way too aggro. I definitely shouldn't have died there. If I'd have just sat back, we could have just collectively pushed together and done a lot of damage on the safe. But then Tom doing good to win that lane versus Guille. I think I managed Munez's one shot actually, so really close. I didn't know what to do in this situation, but I managed to get a nice kill and then jump over. So now they have to focus on me because I'm up, but then they've got a decent counter attack going. And then Nita just literally clips me, which is really frustrating because Brock just ran up anyway. So I could have got a lot of damage on that safe if Nita didn't clip me. Now at a minute I'm not too sure what to do. I had super but just got stuck there, and now they've just absolutely destroyed us. A couple of errors on my point, just going a bit too aggro on a few occasions. If I would have just kept control, we would have won both these Heist games, I believe. So pretty poor on my part, but yeah, nonetheless they did end up winning that 3-1, so GG's to Qlash there. Okay guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. Some really intense high level gameplay. Just thought I'd show you guys anyway. It's only a small tournament, but nonetheless it's a good game to spectate. Tribe versus Qlash is always going to be a really close game, so GG's to Qlash. In the end I thought I'd point this out. They did donate the €200 I think it was that they won to charity, so props to Qlash with that one. That's really considerate of them, and definitely GG's to them, and thanks to Zero Zone for hosting the tournament. Let me know down in the comment section below what videos you want me to see from me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.